was something very fucked up that I did as a youngin. That, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't regret it, but it was very not poggers of me. So my mom has a brother, aka my uncle, and my uncle has kids, aka my cousins. Now the thing is that my mom was never very well off, never really had a lot of money or anything like that, but my uncle is very rich before I start this story here. And by very rich, I don't mean like extremely, like he's not like a millionaire or whatever, but like he's well off. I was a Pokemon fan back in the day. I was a Pokemon fan back in the day.
That's my bestie.
He need a wife. My throat deep.
He has a wife, but you know, me, so I'll slide him your name. Thank you for the 35 months. Um, and I had been playing, you know, Pokemon Silver for a while. But there was this new game called Pokemon Crystal that had been out for a while. And my cousin like was like, yo, like you guys should come over, sleep over one day, type beat, like it'll be fun. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm sleeping over, you know, my cousin's house. And you know, of course he got the newest Pokemon game. He got Pokemon Crystal. And he flexing. You know, I'm here with my Pokemon. I'm here with my Pokemon Silver. I feel like a peasant. You know what I mean? And he got Pokemon Crystal. He got Pokemon Crystal. So he's sitting there flexing, showing me all the differences in Pokemon Crystal. That. And I remember looking at the cartridge, like, damn, that cartridge looks real cool. So my mom comes to pick us up. And before my mom like comes to pick us up, type, I went to the bathroom real quick. I took a piss, you know, did my thing, and everybody was downstairs. And my cousin's room was right next to the bathroom upstairs. And there wasn't nobody upstairs. So I didn't plan on, like, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. I didn't plan on doing this, but it was a moment of opportunity, bro. Like I felt like I owed it to myself. You feel me? Like the circumstances just laid out perfectly, and it popped in my head like he'll be all right. So I sneak into his room real quick. I'm trying to find out where he left his Game Boy. Bop, right into Game Boy. Bop. Pop out that little Pokemon Crystal. Put that shit right in my pocket. Go downstairs like, all right, mom, I'm ready to go home. Blase, blase, blah. Now, because I'm a thug, I hid the fact that I had this game. So like, I would only play this game in secret. So like, I'd be under my covers playing Pokemon Crystal. I would be like in my room by myself playing Pokemon Crystal. And anytime anybody like asked me anything or like wanted to see something, I would hide my Game Boy so nobody could see I had Pokemon Crystal. Because obviously they're gonna be like, I didn't buy you that. How'd you get that? So after like a day or two, my mom gets a call. My mom answers, and she's people talking. I'm like, whatever, bro. I got Pokemon Crystal. I ain't worried about a thing. And then my mom come in the room. I'm like, I put Pokemon Crystal under the pillow. I'm like, my mom comes in, and I'm like, oh, hey, mother dearest, it's me, your perfect son here. And then she's like, you remember when you were over at your cousin's house? Do you remember like him having Pokemon Crystal? I was like, oh yeah, that Pokemon game. It looks really awesome. I'd really like my own copy one day. Why do you ask? And then, and then she was like, did you see where he left it or where you put it? He can't seem to find it. And I was like, oh, gee willikers, that's really unfortunate. Last I saw it, I think it was in his Game Boy in his room. Did he maybe take it out and play a different game or something? And then she's like, yeah, they looked everywhere in his room. They can't find it. And I was like, that's really unfortunate. Oh, drats. And then she's like, are you sure you didn't see it? And I was like, Mother, no. I only have this Game Boy with Pokemon Silver that my deadbeat father got for me. It was the last good thing he ever did for us as a family. And then she's like, okay, whatever. So then she leaves, blah, blah, blah. And then like a couple of days later pass by, and then my sister start, grilling me. She's like, be honest with me. Did you steal the Pokemon Crystal? And I was like, you never get me to talk. I ain't steal shit, nigga. I'm innocent.
That's my bestie.
And I never got caught. And that's how I got my copy of Pokemon Crystal. Do y'all want to hear how I got my copy of Pokemon Sapphire? Because I stole that too. Did you ever return it? Fuck no, nigga. Alright. Gurker. Alright, let me tell y'all how I got my copy of Pokemon Sapphire, bro. One time for the 2 time. It go like this. Me and my brother always wanted to go to like the Boys and Girls Club because like we had heard a bunch of kids at our school always going to the Boys and Girls Club type shit, or the YMCA, one of those two. But we couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford it. So one year my mom scrapes together enough money and me and my brother go. And like what it is pretty much like every day, like at 8 in the morning, the parents would like drop you off at like this little campsite thingy or whatever the fuck. And y'all could go like swimming. Y'all could like go play tag, play Magic the Gathering like some weirdos. Like do whatever the fuck you wanted to do, right? And you'd have like activities you did every day. And then like the end of the day, your parents would come pick you back up and then drop you off the next day, right? So here I was with a Game Boy SP, only playing Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Game Boy SP. Great game, by the way. However, I was a big Pokemon fan. So there was a kid at the little YMCA joint, and he got the brand new Pokemon Sapphire. I had seen the commercials. I really wanted that Pokemon Sapphire, but we was poor. We couldn't afford it. So I see this kid playing Pokemon Sapphire. Now the kid looked like who's the little pig that go blah 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 blah? That's all, folks. Like he looked like that. So I'm gonna call him Piggy. Right? So Piggy, like really flexing this Pokemon Sapphire, and I was like, you don't know about the last nigga that flexed a Pokemon game on me, do you, bro? Oh, you Bakemono. So I was like, I told this thing, I was like, hey yo, let me hold that Pokemon Silver. Now, important thing to note, everybody at this little YMCA thing is a white kid. Okay, me and my brother, the only brothers of color there. You understand? So I was like, hey yo, let me hold that Pokemon Silver, bro. I'm trying to play that shit. Cause you got split up into groups and then you would like all be in the same common area at the end of the day type. Like, I'll give it to you at the end of the day, bro. That us. So he's like, okay, yeah, sure, man. So Mr. Piggy gave it to me. Now, one thing to know about Mr. Piggy is he was like one of those like pompous assholes, like one of those like, oh, my family rich type shit. You know what I mean? Like a real motherfucker that like really pissed you off. You know what I mean? And he was always like low key throwing shade at me despite being my friend. He was always like talking shit. So I was like, say goodbye to your tour chick, nigga. But, it is what it is. So one thing led to another. I got the Pokemon game in my Game Boy, and I'm like, and honestly, I had fully intended on giving it back to the nigga. I had fully intended on it. But I kind of liked the game. what can I say? I was a fan of Pokemon Silver. It's a great, or Pokemon Sapphire. It's a great game. So I decided at that moment, I think I'm gonna just keep it. So what I did was, you know what I mean? I put the Pokemon Silver in my backpack, all the way at the bottom. All the way at the bottom of my backpack. And I'm like, bet. It's time to get my scamming going. So at the end of the day or whatever the fuck, we did all of our activities and all that shit, and we're waiting for all of our parents to come pick us up. Earthquakes start happening near me. Who is it? Lo and behold, it's Mr. Piggy. He come out of nowhere like, okay, where's my Pokemon Silver? And I was like, huh? What do you mean Pokemon Silver? Or Sapphire? And he's like, the Pokemon Sapphire I lended you. And I was like, huh? Oh, Zachary didn't tell you? And he's like, what do you mean? What did Zachary tell me? I was like, oh, Zachary wanted the game as well, so I let him borrow it. He said he was going to give it back to you. So then he's like, oh, okay. So then he goes to find Zachary. And then Zachary's like, bro, what? I didn't even talk to this nigga today. He's like, he didn't give me no Pokemon Sapphire. But then he came back to me. He was like, yeah, Zachary said he didn't have it. And I was like, huh, that's smart. I don't know why he'd say that. I definitely gave it to him. Oh, well. So I'm just doing my thing. And then eventually he goes to like one of the counselors or whatever and fucking snitches. What a bitch. Am I right, chat? Like, can we just get an L in the chat for Porky Pig for fucking snitching? But anyways, he snitches. You know what I mean? He snitches. And then like the counselors like come up to me, right? And then they like, all right, man, just give him his fucking game. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? And they're like, dude, like, shut the fuck up. We know that you have it. And I was like, huh? No, I told him that. I gave it to Zachary. I told him that. Why won't you guys believe me? And then they're like, dude, don't make us like go through your bag to see like where it's at. And I was like, actually, is this because I'm brown? I'll write a letter. And like, dude, everyone here is racist. Like, fine, we're going to go through your fucking bag now. So then they grab my bag and they're all like going through it. And I was like, fuck, I actually got caught. Like, but I wasn't going to give up just yet. I was like, fuck, like this is it. Cause they had my bag and that's where I had the Pokemon Sapphire at. And then they're scrolling through it or they're like thumbing through it. They can't find it. And then they like unzip it and just like go like this and shake the bag. And nothing's coming out. They made me turn out my pockets, socks, everything. And then they go in my bag. They're like, wow, he actually does not have it. And I look up to God. I'm like, this the one time you helped me out, nigga? Like, dead ass? And then God's like, no, nigga, I ain't help you. I don't even like you for real. So then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, did somebody rob me? I was like, wait, now I'm trying to work with the counselors. I'm like, yo, we got to get to the bottom of this. I thought I stole that shit. Who the fuck stole it from me? I'm like, yo, this is a chain of command here, bro. I was supposed to be the thief. Who stole it from me? Some bullshit. I'm like, yeah, we got to get to I'm like, yo, maybe Zachary did steal that shit on me. But they can't find it nowhere. And then they end up blaming Porky Pig. Like, nigga, you just lost it, bro. You a L. Anyways, move on. And I go home and I'm like, bro, there's just no shot. So I unzip my bag and I'm going through it. And then lo and behold, at the bottom of my bag, underneath like a little like crease in the bag, is the Pokemon Sapphire cartridge. And I was like, you sly devil. You just wanted to come home to a real nigga, didn't you, bro? You wanted to come home to a real nigga, didn't you, bro? And that's how I got Pokemon Sapphire. And I looked back up at God and he was like, I was just fucking with you, bro. You know I got you. And I was like, wish you would have had me when I was homeless and going hungry and shit. Wish you would have had me then. But it's okay. I got Pokemon Sapphire.